Hi again, it's Jason from Fraser Valley Rose Farm, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to grow great cilantro from seed. Now, I grow lots of herbs for the local sale at the farmer's market, and cilantro is one of my favorites to go early season, in the cool season when everybody's trying to fill up their herb gardens, and cilantro will accept those low temperatures in the garden. So, fantastic, but the question you may have is, how do I get a good consistent crop like this early in the season, and how do I stop it from bolting to flower too quickly, which is cilantro is really well known for. Well, what that really comes down to is selecting the right seeds and growing it at the right temperature. Here's the seed I'm using, and it's a variety called Slo-Bolt from a supplier that I've used before and trusted and got good germination from, and worked out well again this year. These are the seeds, or rather I should say these are the seed capsules. Each one of these includes 2 seeds inside of it. Now, I've seen tips out there about having to soak your cilantro seeds or even to crush them to release those seeds from the capsules, and I've tried that and I've never found it to be of any use. And in fact, on the crop that I'm just showing you here, I tried it both ways. Half of it I crushed and soaked first, and the other half I didn't, and there was zero difference between how quickly they emerged or how consistently. So I view it as an unnecessary step, at least as far as it goes on cilantro. To get these lovely full pots of cilantro like this, I need to use more than one seed. So I'm using 4-inch or 9-centimeter pots filled with a bark-based soil mix, and I dibble in the center and I drop in between 5 and 8 of those seed capsules, covering them over with the soil to maintain consistent moisture. Yes, you need consistent moisture. You also need a temperature somewhere in the range of 20 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit is perfectly fine. Those are my average indoor temperatures at this time of year, so it's no problem getting that, and you can see that's not too hot. I don't recommend pushing them to high temperatures because it's hard to slow down cilantro once it starts going. It can take between 2 and 3 weeks at those temperatures and with consistent moisture to get the seeds to pop. Once you see that, once you see consistent seeds coming up, those little seedlings emerging, then you need to move it out to a cooler temperature. I pushed it out to my greenhouse here, which is unheated. It gets better light and it gets a better temperature. But even if it's as low as, say, 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit, that would not be inappropriate for your cilantro. It is a cool season crop and it likes it better that way. In fact, now that I've got it to this stage here, which is about 4 to 6 inches in height in the pot, I usually will move them outside here where the temperatures are even cooler, and I space them like this. So you can see that I don't have a pot in every section of the tray. I leave them a little more room so they can firm up and get access to full sunshine. Now, if you're in a warm climate, or if you've seeded these a little bit late, it may be useful at this time of year to give them a little bit of afternoon shade so they don't get the hottest part of the sun. One last thing I'll talk about here is moisture. They do need consistent moisture at the time of germination. You can back off of that a little bit once they start getting to this stage here, but don't do too much. I usually find that the main enemy of cilantro is heat and stress, so they don't need a ton of moisture, but they do need good consistent watering. One more quick note before I go is on fertilizer. No, they don't need a whole lot to begin with, but I do find that a dilute solution of liquid fish fertilizer keeps them green and in good condition as the season progresses. All right, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions on growing anything from seed, I'm happy to help. Drop those comments below the video.